So first of all, what I need to do is to actually do some proper key binding before I can actually play this. The problem with this game is, for whatever reason, when you create a new character, you have to do it all over again. There's just no chance for your settings to carry over from one character to the other, and this is ridiculously annoying. But, you know, if it's your first character, it's not a problem. But if you want to create second, third, fourth character, you have to do it all over again. Anyways, default keybinds is really a pain. Like in every MMORPG, you just don't want to play with a default keybinds. Never. Trust me on this. So let me do some work. As usual, I use ESDF for movement. So that's my just personal preference. This button is already used for interact with environment. Well, I will have to find it a new one, I guess. Move backwards. Move left goes to S. Move right goes to F. Interact with player. Well, this can be done with a mouse actually. Toggle walk run. Do I really need it? I don't think I need it actually in this game that much. Just auto running. Unless for some, you know, role-playing purposes. If you do not intend to role-play, things like that, it can be left unbound. But if you, like, feel that you really need to walk slowly, as if you were under effect of some spell, you could use it. Jump will be left space, auto-run. I don't really need it, although it might be useful for some people who just like to travel huge distances without actually touching their keyboard. Roll dodge. This is important. It's going to be middle mouse button. Oh, wait a second. Let me check. Can I still not use... Yeah, you still cannot use button combos. This is something I made like 300 tickets, no less than 300. It might be even more, but I made like millions and millions and millions of tickets telling them, for hell, people, why can't we use button combos as keybinds? And what's surprising that, for example, by default, you can use things like left mouse button, right mouse button. That's probably the only key combo here, but still. No, you can use also Alt Enter as well as, well, yeah, there are two key combos by default. But then you just can't do it. Why? That's ridiculous. This limits the amount of buttons by so much. They never bothered to fix it, because why? Players and quality of life, players don't need to press a lot of buttons. We better keep it as simple as we only can, because, you know, controller supports all these people on PlayStations and Xboxes. They don't have shifts and alts. Well, fuck you, game designers. You just cannot use like Control F or Shift F or Alt E. No, only one or the other. So what do I do? Well, anyways, toggle mouse, I probably need to have it on some button, but which button is it? Damn it, I don't know. Let it be a 6 for now. Roll dodge on middle mouse, attack would be left mouse button, block would be right mouse button, sprint is shift, let's keep it that, crouch will be alt. Because that's the way it's easy to access with my... well, it's always much easier to access than Control, and you really need to be crouching a lot in PvP from what I can tell. Interrupt, as usual, is going to A. You do need to interrupt some casts in this game. X is when someone activates an ultimate ability. Like someone of your allies or other players not necessarily in your group, you can use as synergy if that ability allows it. And you will get a notification on your screen like near middle bottom, like use synergy in the name of the skill cell. This is a kind of important button, so it has to be easily accessible as well. Can I use C? It's primary bind for character. And you see, like, for example, I could bind it to C and bind character screen to, say, Shift C or Alt C or something, Control C. But no way. No key combos in this game whatsoever. What the hell do I do? I guess I'll bind the character to X instead. Weapon swap is going to be 5. Ability 1 is going to be button 5. Ability 2, mouse button 4. And you see, now I cannot bind ability 3 and 4 to, say, Alt mouse button 5 and mouse button 4. So, whereas usually I would have at least 6 abilities bound to my side mouse buttons, here I can have only 2. This game. So ability 3 is probably going to be Q. No, because Q is quick slot, which is sad. Well, damn. That'd be W, then I don't know. Ability 4. Okay, let's not do it this way. Let's do it like this, because it will be really odd for ability 3 to be on W and ability 4 to be on 3, ability 5 to be on 4. Well, I guess technically it wouldn't really matter, but hey, why mix things up more than they already are? Let's keep ability 3 on 3 and ability 4 on 4. Well, that's like the buttons that I can kind of easily reach in combat. Shift on shift gonna be Z. Ultimate ability is OK on R. Quick slot item on Q. Cycle preferred enemy target. Tab doesn't really matter. Mouse free lock, I don't really need it. Interact with environment is going to be T. Really need this button. Cycle focused quest, who cares about it? Interact with player, probably Y is unbound, yeah. So let's use it just in case. Although you don't really need to do it that often, but hey. Toggle UI on off. Let it be forward slash, or is it backward slash? I guess it's backward slash, yeah. Character windows will be X. Now the only thing would be not to accidentally hit X instead of C whenever I want to use a synergy. It's no, wait, character windows is control. Yeah, it's all the windows together. Character will be X. And I think that's pretty much all I really wanted to. Everything else is bound. Primary dialogue action E with fast access during interaction with things. Left mouse button for siege weapon, exit Alt. Stow will be X. Well, the rest of the keybinds are actually satisfactory, so I find it interesting that there is a dedicated button to reporting people. For hell's sake. Are you already anticipating for community to get so toxic that you really need a dedicated button to report people's behavior? That's interesting, to say the least. GFD, how are you doing? Anyways, I think this is it for keybinds. Remember, playing an MMO and having controls that suit your playstyle is extremely important. You don't really want to break your fingers off while controlling your character. It all has to be easy, accessible, and shit. There was no necessity to actually insert that swear over here, but it just felt like doing it. absolutely unnecessary swearing. That's what makes things fun, right? Anyways, now on to the game.